Hello my dear traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. I'll be doing a live trading session, live analysis and live discussion like we do every trading day, Monday to Friday and also on Sunday. Now as you have seen, today is Thursday. This is the first live streaming of the day. There will be another one is coming up, and there is a monthly close have done, and the market now showing a clear direction. This is the best thing for today, guys. Incredible trading opportunity. I will say that these 2 days, today and tomorrow, is the best time for trading. Okay, best time over the month, because when the monthly close, weekly close comes, NFP coming, the market giving us a clear trending direction, and we are taking the full advantage of it with couple of trades, back-to-back winning trades, and also we'll be looking to trade more of them. So first let me look at gold that we discussed. Gold has done exactly as expected. As you can see, grab liquidity from here, created this long bearish engulfer, okay, with a strong liquidity grab, and then rejected to the upside. Okay, gold on the monthly, we can see that as soon as the monthly candle closed, we have seen that gold market started to push up. Now what we can expect, what I'm expecting for the gold during the NFP or earlier NFP, come back down for a deeper retracement, and then we can enter a buy trade on gold. Gold is bullish. As you can see, this is the weekly price section. The price is heading exactly on the weekly resistance level. After the previous weekly pin bar, gold has come back down and then started to be bullish exactly as expected in the weekly forex forecast. So probably if you have seen weekly forex forecast, I'm sure that you are running an awesome trade. Now let's look at on the daily time frame to see. Now daily, what we have seen that gold in fact has created a strong bullish candle, followed by yesterday a middleman has broken out of this structure, and today we see that so far an wickless candle. That means the price still didn't come where it has started. So this is an absolutely a bullish market, and we could potentially see that gold is going a lot to the upside. But what I'm expecting for gold to come back and giving us a deeper retracement. As you can see, there is multiple liquidity grab, one here, and as I mentioned yesterday's live session, that to me gold was looking like bullish, and it is in fact a bigger trending direction now for gold, because if you closely look at, you see that it has grabbed liquidity from here and also grab liquidity from here. So multiple liquidity grab, and then what we see that gold again grab liquidity from here. This is a bigger moving direction now gold. So to enter a buy trade on gold, the only thing we need is for the gold to come back to test this important resistance zone here, which is turning support, and I strongly believe that we will find this opportunity on a retest. We will go long on gold. Now direction is clear on gold. We have seen that gold is bullish and did exactly as expected, created a very strong bullish move. So let's find out how we can capitalize this move on gold, and we'll talk about it more and more. So guys, in the meantime, before I begin this session, make sure that everybody smash the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. I want everyone give a big thumbs up. Will really help the video to be visible to more people in the live streaming, in the YouTube search. And also don't hesitate to write down what's your thought and what pairs you want me to cover, so that we can have everything. So hi there, thank you very much, Mila, good evening. Nizam, happy to be here. Thank you, Mila, thank you very much. Good to see you. Chad, hello. Mila, I'm still holding short position on Gbpusd. So let me look at GB. Oh, very good, Mila. That's amazing. As I mentioned, Gbpusd has given a nice bearish setup. That's amazing. We are Very good, Mila. That's the real trading psychology that everyone needs to have. And that's what I try to train everyone, that to hold a position for a long time, as much as you can hold. See, anyone, one of you, Chad, today early asked me a question that is it possible to be make a living out of trading? Look, the real answer of this question is that yes, absolutely possible. Otherwise, how this industry is viable? Like how these people making that much money? Now you need the right information to really make a living out of trading. I'm being fully authentic and honest with you. See, to make out of living, firstly, if you are there are level of skills as a trader. I'm giving you exact right information. Trust this information that I'm giving you. Okay, see, there are many kinds of trader. Okay, see, beginner, all right, intermediate, and then advanced, professional, pro trader. So trading is very different from other business. Let me tell you, for example, you had a fruit shop, you as a beginner, okay, and there is one guy here already had a fruit shop maybe for 10 years. Okay, now if you are starting as a beginner in a fruit shop, if you give a good investment and good customer service, in just maybe in a week of time you can overcome that person, the other one beside you who is doing the fruit shop, and you can make more profit than the other guy. It's a business like that. But in trading, it is skill set rather than a business. It is skill set rather than a model. So what do I mean by this? For example, think about a soccer player, okay, a cricket player who is very skilled. So in trading, to make money, to make a living out of trading, you can do with even a $3,000 account. Absolutely possible to make a full-time income, but you need to have that skill set. Okay, you need to have that skill set and planning. For example, let me tell you, you see the Gbpusd here, this candle forming very narrow, highly likely that if it closes as a doji, it will drop again. You see that when I see, let's say, gold market, all right, when this candle closed, this candle, I can guarantee you that at least if I take a position here, let's say a long position, and if I target here, okay, though it is a small take profit target in comparison with the stop loss, but if I risk, let's say, if I have a $5,000 account, all right, but if I know that 100% sure the gold will go there, this move will happen. If I risk here $3,000 in this trade and I gain $1,500, even $1,000, 100% of the time, what's the problem for me to wait for one trade like this for the whole week? And for the whole week from $5,000 account, if I gain one trade, why I can't make a living out of $5,000? Absolutely possible. And that's what I'm telling, that it's a skill set that you need to develop to make a living out of trading with a smaller account. Now, with, let's say, if you are a beginner or maybe an intermediate trader who knows proper risk management, then with a less skill, if you want to make trade, living out of trading, you have two options. One is to have a bigger account, let's say 100K account, then learn proper risk management. Okay, take a bigger profit target, smaller risk, start trading. You can make living out of trading with a bigger account, with a smaller, like comparatively less competitive skill, but with proper risk management, strong trading psychology, you have to have. It's another way to make living out of trading with a smaller account, but you need to have another source of income. You can keep trading with smaller account in different. That's why you need to know your situation, what level you are in trading, or make a plan. For example, if you are doing a job, then do the job, okay, keep doing the job, and then beside learn trading, invest in trading education, keep a smaller account and stick to it for extended period of time. You can become a profitable trader, and there will be a time when, let's say, consistently you are making money. Let's say if you are doing a full-time job in a tier 1 in USA, in Australia, in Canada, in Africa, whatever, if your financial situation is good, then do one thing, do full-time job, and then make a standard trading account and try to grow that account. Once you gain confidence, it will tell you by itself that okay, you are ready to leave the job, become a full-time trader, and then enjoy your life. That is how it works. That you need to consider your personal situation, and then you have to apply what strategy you will be doing. So that is why I tell that mostly focus on learning, forget about anything, and then once you gain that confidence, you see that there is a lot of way to do that. Hopefully that you understood what I mean. Let me look at Tien. Hello from Vietnam. Thank you, Tien. John, good morning. Euro dollar, absolutely good morning. Naguin, greeting from Coach Cat JPY USD Cat, absolutely look at it. Good day, Coach. Any thought on NAS100? Yeah, absolutely look at it. Mila, thank you very much. Otieno, good morning, sir. Black from Nairobi, happy to be here. Thank you. Good morning, Black, for joining Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Greeting, Coach. Your thought on silver? Thank you very much. CHFJPY in short and profit a little bit. Very good. I sell gold from 1760 and facing loss. Should I hold it or take loss? Unsent, I don't know what strategy you applied, but for me gold is still bullish, but I should not give you an advice on what to do. But what I see, that gold is bullish, but we might see a retracement, or we may not see. Looks like that it is bullish, and it could reverse from here, or it could continue to go up. But if it comes here in this zone, where the previous resistance turning support, which is around, let's say, 1765 level, will definitely buy. And that's how trading is. When it comes to a level, we need to buy. When it comes to a level, we need to sell. Shanewaz, good morning, Coach. I had a very good day. Thank you very much. Got 400 pips in NASDAQ. Awesome. Can you check US oil, please? Absolutely. Great job, Shanewaz. Thank you very much. That's what it is. Thanks for a comprehensive answer as always. I hope Forex Wizard will help traders to improve. Yeah, absolutely, chat. Thank you very much. Yeah, absolutely. Look, this is what it is, guys. I give what I have, okay, the skill that I have, and I become that. So that's the main goal, to help trader, because I'm a real trader. You can go ahead and watch my weekly Forex forecast on gold, and then you'll see what it is. So let's look at, thank you very much for being here with us. So dollar yen, what we see that it grabbed liquidity. Good evening from Canada. Okay, so looks like the dollar is still bearish, okay, in most of the instrument. Let me look at some of the pairs, GBP USD and GBP JPY. So looking at, first of all, GBP JPY, guys, looks like that it is further bearish. So GBP against JPY and against some other pairs looks like bearish. If I look at the daily, You see that from this moving average, GBP/JPY has dropped. Now looks like that we might see a little bit of deeper down on GBP/JPY. Now this is the monthly candle that has closed on GBP/JPY with a red body, half wick, half red, and now this is looks like that this price action highly likely that will come back to this level. Why? Because this is the monthly candlestick, guys. Today, as you have seen, that there is a monthly close, and monthly close is super important. Now if you look at this long monthly doji, you can see that, and this monthly doji, what do you see? That there is a huge liquidity here. Keep in mind, when you see this kind of doji, this price act as a magnet to the price. And what I think, long-term picture on GBP/JPY, highly likely that even it come back to this level. Why? Because there is a doji, you see that half week, highly likely the price will come and test this level again. So GBP/JPY now currently showing a very strong bearish price action. Now what we see on the weekly perspective on GBP/JPY, this is showing a really strong bearish movement, and look, this is the weekly candle, right? 1 day, 1.5 day remaining on this candle on GBP/JPY, and with that bearish candle, what I think that this price, yeah, so on the monthly, on the weekly, we see a strongly bearish. Let me look at the daily. Okay, so holding a position on GBP/JPY is really good idea, because what we see that this price, this is the daily chart, we might see some retracement to the upside, but even we could potentially see a rejection from here. So we see that this is a liquidity grab, as you can see from this resistance. GBP/JPY grab liquidity strongly, and with that liquidity grab, okay, very strong drop with this 20 EMA. Now if we turn on our TF strategy on this zone, we see that there are back-to-back two sell signal here on GJ. Now this current candle is 1 hour 10 minutes remaining. You see that it has broken out of this support zone here. This is the previous support here with this fake out to the upside. What I think that highly likely GBP/JPY will respect this previous support zone, which is turning resistance here. Okay, now see this price action, guys. This price action is absolutely showing a very strong bearish move. If you draw this intraday perspective, this trend line, and nicely it is giving us this previous resistance, support, turning resistance here. And what we see that, you see the price is not being able to penetrate this level to the upside. It's a very good place. We are already running a trade on GBP/AUD, as you can see, which is running in profit, and that is why we'll jump onto that one later. But let's look at GBP/JPY. Okay, so let it do a little bit of false breakout to the upside. Now what I think that's a very good place, that good resistance for selling GBP/JPY. Okay, so the price action for GBP/JPY currently, to me, it's highly bearish. So if you are running a trade on GBP/JPY like Mila is running, I know, and some of you, then I'll say that yeah, you can hold that trade for a bigger profit target. In my opinion, it might finally at least come back to this level or even lower than this. So that could be at least another on GBP/JPY, another, let's say 280 pip move at least on to the downside. Okay guys, so thanks for subscribing and giving a thumbs up, guys. Everyone awesome, thank you very much. Good morning from Ghana. Opinion on GBP/JPY today, I see bearish GBP/JPY highly. Dr. Nasser, good evening from Canada. Thank you, Dr. Nasser. Hi sir, good morning from India. After 2 weeks I'm watching some health issue. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, I wish everyone's have a good health. Good day coach. Is this move on USD due to bad news yesterday, or what's the relationship between USD news yesterday and the current trend? Okay, the news, let's go to the Forex factory and try to figure out with respect to the current situation. So you see that Fed chairman finishes speech. Okay, now okay, so there are some fundamental factor definitely involved in it, but the way I look at, you see, when you look at the news and all the, you know, that insider things is sometime will make you fully confused. Though these three news are very important, okay, but they are short term, they create a short term impact in the market. But as a trader, what I see in terms of a movement in the pricing and everything is that, look, this is euro dollar. Let's look at GBPUSD and Aussie dollar. So let's say before Fed release anything, okay, what was the situation in the market? Now let's go to the gold and try to figure out, actually, is it the news or something else? Now let's go to the weekly price action. Okay, now probably you have seen the weekly forecast here with this weekly candle. See, I didn't look at news when this weekly candle has closed, but what I saw that this is a bullish candle, and this price action on gold is bullish. Why? Because you can see there is an impulse and the correction, and if you look at those price action, you see exactly what is likely to happen. It is a strongly bullish, and bullish, another bullish move you can expect, and that's what happened. Now, how you can use the fundamental information with the price action? See, there are two ways you can approach fundamental in terms of price action, like the market and price action and everything. Another way you can handle is from the price action. Now, how do you recognize price action in terms of fundamentals? See, the way I see the price action and the way I saw that best, and everyone has its own way, definitely you also have your own way, but I'm just saying my way, which I found really helpful, maybe will be helpful to you guys. Is that, see, when this daily candle formed on gold, okay, that gave me an impression that this is starting of a big move to the upside. Now, how do you relate the fundamental with this? See, when this candle formed, someone placed a huge trade on this candle. Okay, try to understand. This is the really good thing that for every one of us is really helpful. when this daily candle formed, okay, someone placed a huge volume in this candle buy trade. Okay, now who put that? Who has the ability to move this, to create this false breakout and to move this price, to move gold price from here to here? You need millions of dollars, billions of dollars to invest on it. Now who did this? Must be this is the one who knows actually what Fed is going to tell on his speech, okay, and what Fed is doing in their policy. Now you can understand Fed policy by listening to Fed, or you can understand Fed policy by looking at the price action. Try to understand the fact. So now you can look for the news, read the news, try to figure out what Fed is going to tell, or you can look at the price action and see the behavior of the price action, behavior of the big boys, what they are doing. Now because they've invested here to buy gold, that means that they know that there is some policy changing inside there, and that is why they invested this much amount of worth of billions of dollars on gold, that dollar getting weaker, gold getting stronger. And as a retail trader, instead of what I do, instead of looking at what Fed is going to do, what Fed is telling, I pay attention to the price action, because price action will tell me that what big boys or institutional traders are doing. And once you follow, or once I follow the institutional trader, it becomes much easier for me to see the movement in the market. Now look, I use fundamental all the time in my trading. See, or every time I look at the news, right? Every time I look at the news. So how do I use fundamental in my trading? Is I look at the calendar, what pair giving me news, and I marry them in between, and then I look at the price action behavior, how they are behaving based on the upcoming news, and I try to figure out what the big boys are doing in the order block, smart money is doing, and I follow their pathway. And I found that that is only the reliable way that I can trust myself. Look, what big boys are doing is the way the market will move. Because if I rely myself only on news, the interpretation may not be the same as the big boys is doing. I'm telling you what I have seen in my experience here. Because if I interpret myself, for example, if I go to this news, okay, and I try to interpret the reason why dollar is getting stronger or weaker, my interpretation may not be the same as the big boys interpretation. So what I do, I don't go through all of them, try to figure out what actually his speech is meaning to me. Instead, I try to figure out what big boys are doing because of this upcoming news. Let me give you a little clarification. For example, there is a news coming up on NFP, right? On 12:30 a.m. Friday night, that means on Saturday, USD and CAD. Okay, so what I do, I go to USD CAD, okay, and then from 24 to 48 hours earlier, I try to look at the behavior of the price action, that why this price action is doing like that. And this is a long term I observe in that way. And from that behavior, I understand what big boys are doing, because I know where is the order block, and from that order block, how they are placing their order, because the price action will tell you in fact how the order is being placed. And from that point of view, I place my order, I send the trade to the students, and I also trade. If I give you an example, let's say if I go to AUD USD, I was in live that time, and that example will clarify everything to you, actually what I am trying to mean you. For example, if you look at this this price here, let me replay this chart. Okay, if you go to the calendar in the past, you see that this candle formed during the London session, and there was a news here on next day in Aussie Sydney session. And I know that from this price action, that when tomorrow there will be news, the price is going to go up, and from this behavior I know what will be the result, what's gonna happen, and I placed the trade here, long trade, I think during this live session, and we won a good trade on this one. And if you see that, and that's what happened, and this is exactly our strategy and our indicator giving me exactly in that the buy signal. And that's how I approach the market. This is exactly I found very helpful for me, guys. Now I respect everyone's opinion also. Some of you are definitely very good at interpreting the news, and I really appreciate that. And even if you have some ideas, you can share with us in the chat area. Definitely I'll look at it and I'll see how you are doing in your way. So this is how I found that definitely helpful for me. Now with that said, in response to that question, that dollar getting stronger, in the same way what I have seen, that basically because the price action showing me that it's a bullish, so big boys are buying, I'm gonna be a buyer without considering anything, because the intention of trading is to make money, to become profitable. I don't have any worry about either dollar falling or dollar going up, because as a trader we can in fact trade in both way, either inflation or deflation. No matter, for traders, this is the freedom of forex traders, that they can trade both way, and that's a big relief once you learn the market and understand it. Thank you very much. Charles, good morning. Euro dollar, absolutely good morning. Sundar Mithu, hi coach. Aussie yen, can we see downside further? Looks like, oh look at it, Aussie looks like little bit of stronger. I'll look at it. Hello coach and everyone, thank you. Hannah, Tom Van, hello, thanks. Belgium, thank you very much from joining from far distance. Dr. Nasser, hello coach, please what about dollar yen? Yeah, look at it. Pankaj, Gbpusd and Euro USD looks bullish. Mila, the institution, yeah, absolutely. Mila, the institution. Hagai, thank you coach for your explanation. No problem, Hagai. Taron, US30, sir, thank you very much. Let me look at one by one, guys. I know that I have a lot of requests, and I'm trying to to go one by one. So in case if I miss someone's request, please look at from the point of view of thinking that you see that I need to go through all of them, but I'll try to cover everyone's request and write down what you are trading so that I know exactly what to look for. So yeah, AUD and ZD, guys, you see that this is a really interesting thing. On AUD and ZD, you were running a trade, you remember that, and see the price exactly went to that zone, our stop loss, but it didn't hit, came back to profit again. That's really good. And we are still running that trade, and now looks like that the price in fact has came back to the support after multiple liquidity grab, and I'm sure that we will have a good profit on this one as well. And the other trade that we are running is GBP AUD. Now let me tell you what's happening with GBP AUD, then I will move to other pairs. So GBP AUD and NZD both running in profit. That's amazing. Most of our trade this week and every week, like, we are running in profit in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So if I will explain why I have sent out those trades so that you guys can have. So this is the trade that was sent out and during the New York session on Gbpusd UD, guys. You see that we sold at 1.7798, stop lot here and take profit here. So now look, Gbpusd UD, I love to trade this kind of candlestick pattern in the direction of the trend. Now Gbpusd UD, if I go to the bigger picture, this is the monthly candle. You can see that this is the monthly price action that has closed. And now long-term price action on Gbpusd UD is a long-term bearish market. Okay, you can see that, and this current price action on the monthly has closed with a red body with a long wick at the bottom. So we can expect, this is the monthly price action, higher time frame, so we can expect at least some level of drop in this price. So with that in mind, what I'm expecting for a Gbpusd to continue to drop. Now looking at the weekly, this is the weekly price action. You see that there is also a liquidity gap here across this high. Now 1 day 17 hours remaining for this candle, guys. If this one is closing as a, which is highly likely to happen, as a bearish candle, we can expect another drop, because if you closely look at this Gbpusd weekly candle, this is in fact a bearish engulfer, and that bearish engulfer has a strong liquidity grab from the top. Okay, it has a false breakout element in it, and the next one we can expect to drop, and with the drop we should get our profit hit in our trade. Now if you look at daily, this is the daily chart, we might see little bit of daily 20 MA retest, or even without daily 20 MA retest, I think that Gbpusd will continue to drop. Now this is the daily candle. You can see this is our middleman on the daily perspective that has a wick at the top, wick at the bottom, and also breaking out of this structure. So we can expect a move on Gbpusd at least certain level. Let's see what happened. Now looking at the intraday perspective, this is the 4-hour time frame where we have opened the trade, and you see this candle. This is a perfect example of a middleman with a liquidity grab in it. Okay, so if you closely look at during the live session, this is what I mentioned yesterday. You remember that the price is likely to reject from here, and it did it. It grabbed liquidity and then created this bearish engulfer followed by another road. Now this current candle, you see that this one is also a bearish candle. Now I have a question to you guys. The question is why I'm saying that this is a bearish candle, though both are green. This one is closing in 50 minutes time, probably will cover that candle here. But can anybody tell me, guys, that why I'm telling that this is also a bearish candle? I have this question to you guys so that we can interact properly for understanding. Let me look at the chat. Hi sir, you trade stock? We trade indices, stock in indices. Unsent. Okay, so let's look at, okay, Unsent said that I lost because the market is in a downtrend. Very good answer. Euro USD, sir. Yeah, absolutely. The pips was very small. Very good answer, sender. Okay, some good answers coming up. Continue pattern is dodgy. Very good. Okay, some good answer came. I see that, guys, you are learning very well. Thank you very much for that. So yeah, you are right. So what's happening is that if you compare these two with these two, Okay, firstly, two things. One is the price action, another one will be the structure. So what do you see that there is a sessions drop, strong red candle followed by another strong red candle. Great, thank you. Back to back two sessions drop. Okay, now followed by that two sessions, you see that. So what happened is, for example, very good, absolutely amazing, Mohana. Thank you very much for that. You did a very good job. Okay, amazing. So what we see that if you closely look at two sessions here, two sessions here, so consider is like, for example, a two team playing. Okay, first team, when they came to the market, they have shown a very aggressive move, okay, in their display. Red team, okay, now green team came and they show very weak, that display in their game. If you look at these two sessions candle here and here, what you see, the sellers have been able to give a big drop in this direction. But when it comes to buyer's trend, look at these candles, very weaker response from the buyer. So that tells that this market, the buyers are in control, sellers are in control, and that is completely different way of thinking of when we think that, okay, the price in here at the bottom formed a narrow pin bar, so let's buy. Okay, now I'm not saying that the price 100% will drop. It could continue to go up slowly, okay, but in majority of the time, when you think that way, when I think that way, then I see that in most cases I make most of the good trades. I make most of the good trading decisions. So that is why I found that not only me, all the professional trader think in that way. In terms of price action, look at the health of the candle and see which is winner. Always stay with the winning side, and big boys also trade in that way. That the institutional traders, they use the same kind of trading system, looking at the price action, looking at finding that area of value, finding false breakout, and then placing the trades. Very good, absolutely, Abe. Thank you very much. Double doji after bearish engulfing with a lower high. Wow, thank you. Euro USD. Aruna sir, is it good trade during market close or wait when market opens? Look, it depends. Turang, I would say that if you are, I normally trade in both timing very profitably. Instead of, it depends on, let's say, for example, if you're trading on the weekly, price action and daily price action, I found that beginning of the week, let's say the first session of the week, is very profitable for me. Okay, always. And last day of trading week, couple of sessions earlier, is very profitable for me. The reason is, let me tell you why this happened, is because in trading, in trading, there are different kind of investment, like and there are prop firm trader, retail trader, institutional trader, day trader, swing trader. So in the beginning of the week, let's say when the market open, as soon as there are a lot of trader open their position. There is a day trader, swing trader, scalper, institutional trader. So there is a lot of volume comes, And when there is a volume in the market, you can find a very good trades. This is the first thing. Secondly, why Friday or last day of trading is so profitable is because this is where many traders forced to close their position. Is because especially the the prop firm trader, they have a weekly target. Maybe they need to close they have an obligation. There's a lot of obligations with the prop firm trader is to weekly they need to close their position within this. If you did some kind of prop firm challenge, then you know that there is a lot of restriction, and because of that reason they need to close their position, and that makes the market very, very volatile. And that's the advantage that I take in my trading, and I send the same alert to the students in that moment where there is a good trade in the market. And that's the attitude that every trader, good trader, professional profitable trader have, to wait for the market to give you an opportunity and take it. Okay, that's see if you go to, when I was very young, I think I was going to school sometime. I used to go to the market with my parents. So in a like a market, not regular, the market that is what I call the organized market, a weekly market, let's say once the market sit once in a week. So in that market, what I used to see when I used to go with my visit with my parents, that I saw that, let's say, there are some shops sitting temporarily. Okay, they put up some prices, and suddenly at some period of time, due to some that lack of supply or some other reason, suddenly the price aggressively drop or aggressively rise. And that's when the trigger point in trading also like this. You see that there will be a time for you to enter the trade, and that's the key aspect of a good trader, is to know when to enter. Very important. You see that when to enter, if you know that you can catch some good trades and then hold it for bigger profit target, and you can make living out of trading. As I told you, trading is really good freedom because it doesn't require any kind of shop, it doesn't require any inventory, you don't need anything. Just learn the skill and press the button, grow your account, pay bills, everything. It's easiest way you can make a living once you know that. So with that in mind, let me jump on to the chat. Euro dollar, Gbpusd, AUD, USD. Armand, if you want to know if the candle is bearish or bullish, turn on the indicator candle. Okay, very good, thank you very much. Okay, so let me look at, guys, US30, how it is doing. Okay, US30 very strongly bullish, has gone up after grabbing liquidity from here. Okay, probably you have seen yesterday, this is what I mentioned, that US30 is likely to go up from this zone. It came to that zone, but it just grabbed a little more liquidity and then has aggressively gone up. Now looking at the daily, we see that it has broken this previous resistance here on US30. This is the resistance zone. Okay, very strong resistance zone, guys, on US30, has broken on the daily. Okay, now this daily candle is a bullish engulfer. Okay, when you so this price action giving me an indication for US30 to move further. I think that now for the next level to look at on US30 is this one. Okay, at least to this. There are more other levels to look at. and for me US30 is going to go up in this way. Now it will be a very good place to buy if on the retest of this previous resistance or turning support, which is highly likely to happen. So this is the resistance here and also resistance here, turning support. So at some point on the lower time frame we should see this price coming back down, okay, for a deeper retracement. If we take our Fibonacci for this move, you see that exactly this is the level where 38.2% Fibonacci level. Let me draw that one here. So you see that at 38.2% Fibonacci level where we can expect the price come back and test this zone. So if we look at the intraday perspective, now when you see a trend is in a very strong momentum, guys, you even may not see that the price has come back down, and you might see even a bullish move starting from here. See, the way I look at, try to understand, you can understand it too. Either the price will come back for a deeper retracement or it will move. Let me tell you. See, this is Gbp USD. Okay. Look at this price action here. See. Now, you see, this candle is strongly bullish. It didn't come back here fully to retest this previous resistance, turning support. Instead, it has started to push up from there, right? You see that a big move happened, in fact. Now, to understand this price action, the way I look at is, see, this candle, if you look at those candles, you will understand a full body green, see, and then almost a strong green, strong bullish candle. Look at those candles and see the body. It's always a full body. Instead of longer wick, it has a healthy body. Healthy body is very, very important, and observation is key. And that is why I always mention that, guys, if you learn that skill, see, in the beginning of this session, this is what I mentioned, that is it possible for you to earn a full-time living from trading with a smaller account? The answer is yes. See, when you know this kind of price action, you can generate a full-time income even from a smaller account. Price action is very, very identical when you gain that skill, and that is why I always advise my students and all of you all the time, and I did the same thing, is to observe the price action in a keen attention to detail. Attention to detail is very important. See, when you see, let's say, try this, when you see a very strong bullish candle like this, I will give you an example also. When you see a very strong bullish candle, now this bullish candle has to be a full body like this, maybe a little bit of wick and little bit of wick here like that, and that bullish candle formed in a very, very strong level of, let's say, support. And then you saw another one like this, a full body, like a narrow candle, almost no wick or a very little wick or no wick like that. In most cases, you see that aggressively the price has gone up. Okay, now I'll give you an example, the one that I have shown you, see, but it is very different from this one. Let me give you that difference so that you understand the difference. Let's say one you saw like this, a bullish candle in the same way, but it has a like this, and then the next one you saw a doji, okay, but it has like this. Okay, it's very different. If you see this, you may see a drop here, but when you see this kind of price action where a full body green, almost weak or no weak, and another one is like this, a full body green, almost no weak or week, and this has formed in a very very important level, you can say that this price is going to go up. Now if I put quite a few examples, then you will understand it what I mean. See, look at this zone in the price action. You see a very strong, look at the candles, that doesn't have any wick at the top or bottom, it's a full body. And see how this price action form. And if I give you more example in the same way, okay, and look at this here, okay, very like when you see the body is fully filled, it's where the volume comes, most volumes. In the same way, look at here, when the body is fully filled, a clean price action, you see that, and that is where the big move happens. Okay, and these candles formed in a very very important level. Okay, these are the things that over time you will understand when you pay attention, when you look at price action, and I'm sure that you will be able to do that. See, we keep in mind, always keep faith on yourself. Okay, every one of you have a really strong knowledge, a very good knowledge. Every one of you have enormous potential. You know that our brain has billions of neurons. Okay, the first day in our birth, you know that there are billions of what I called cell started to create when we as birth. Like what I try to mean is that the best cell created you. Okay, so from that place you came, so you need to like know your power, know your ability, and everyone has the same brain. Okay, the brain that we have has billions of neurons. Every moment is creating a connection, and when you take a picture of our brain, you see, I'll show you one day, it looks like the galaxy. If you look at the galaxy, you see the dot dot dot, there are millions of galaxies. So that's called the microcosm and macrocosm. Okay, so when you look at the sky, you see everything, that's a microcosm. Okay, a macrocosm, and that macrocosm is basically in your brain is as a microcosm. So it's in fact, because if you go to the, let's say, a quantum level, okay, an atomic subatomic level, then what you see that quarkers, first atom, molecule atom, and then quarkers level, and then if you break down that part also, you enter into nothingness. And nothingness is where basically all the energy. And if you have seen that, I don't know how many of you have seen the double slit experiment. A double slit experiment is a famous experiment. So when you in double slit experiment, what they did, they put two holes on a plate and they threw an electron. Okay, so when they throw an electron, and when they look at the electron, it acts as a particle, and that electron on the back side, on the wall or on the curtain, it create a shadow like this. It acts as a tennis ball, as a particle like that. But when they are doing the same experiment, but they are not looking at the electron, okay, it is acting as a wave, and that same electron is entering into the both hole at the same time and giving a wave pattern on the back. And the scientists become very astonished, and what they did, they first they observed and they saw that it is going as an electron, and halfway they stopped observing to see what it does, and the electron has come back and act as a wave again, that turn into a wave. So that thing, that observation, that conclusion is that observation changes the nature of your current reality in an essence. So when you observe that your everything, like looking at the price action is also observation is very important. When you pay attention, you can do everything you want. Now with that in mind, if we look at the GBP USD, that's how we need to, that's what I was talking about. The price action is also a matter of observation. So what do you see that GBP USD here, if you closely look at this, it has created an order block here. Okay, so this is another order block. You can see that this previous resistance turned support. Now for going long on GBP USD, we need to see the price has come back down here, tested this previous resistance here, turning support here, and from this level you can expect to go long on GBP USD. Looking at daily, this is clear. There is a manipulation, false breakout, grab liquidity on the daily, middleman, giving us a potential further move to the upside on GBP USD. And currently I'm waiting for an entry on GBP USD also as NFP coming. If we look at the calendar, we see that the NFP coming tomorrow. So what we could see tonight also, there is a news coming up, core CPI, AUD news coming tomorrow, and also NFP. Very volatile, guys. If you want to trade NFP with us, okay, in the live market, and also learn our strategies, have all the trading tools that we have in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy, I will invite you to join us. There is a link in the description, and also you can find a link at the top of this chat to become an independent, professional, profitable trader. Let me look at the chat. Sir Ozian, yeah, look at it. Roman, hold the position until tomorrow against USD from news today. A log profit, no problems. Thank you very much. That's good idea. Okay, question was hold the position until tomorrow against USD from news today or log profit. Roman, which trade you are running in? I don't know, then I can advise you. Let me know what trade you are talking about. Daryl, gold and AUD and ZD, sir. Absolutely, Daryl. Dakar, sir, please. Gold, absolutely. Sir, euro dollar, yeah, absolutely. We'll look at gold, euro dollar, AUD and ZD. Okay, so going back to AUD and ZD. Okay, AUD and ZD, as I mentioned, guys, we are running a trade which is running in profit now. So we are running both GBP AUD and AUD and ZD, both is running in profit. You can see all those trade here. AUD and ZD we sold at 1.0771. These are the trades sent to the VIP students in our private Telegram channel who are trading with us. And we see that stop loss at this one and take profit 1.07157. also I am running the same trade, and we see that take profit here. Okay, so which is running in good profit on GBP AUD. So this one was AUD and ZD, which is also after this bearish engulfer forming a doji, highly likely that we should see a drop on this one. And GBP AUD, what we see that, as I mentioned, it's coming down again, and I'm expecting it to drop further. So looking like okay, so US30, what we see, I think that even it might continue to rise from here, but I will be happy to open a buy position when I'll see a little bit of false breakout, because US30, especially indices US30 and NASDAQ, always they work more on in false breakout. Look at this one here, it's a false breakout here, and then created this big impulsive bullish candle. Okay, there's a false breakout, and you see that this market works based on false breakout. Here also there is a false breakout and then drop. So that is why normally in all trade on US30 and NASDAQ, I wait for a false breakout, because especially in these two indices, there are a lot of smart trader trading this market, scalper, a lot of traders, and that is why you have to be smartest to make money in this market. And that's the main reason I enter a trade, especially in these two market. I must need a liquidity element in that market. Now for US30, guys and girls, this is the order block zone. So some of you sometimes ask for order block. So we see that this level is acting as an order block. If you closely look at, you see the previous resistance here, support here, resistance here, which we have seen with this bullish engulfer. The price has broken out. So that order block is basically giving us a basis for further rise, and I think that in the first move we can expect the price to go at 35.40 in US30. Okay, this is what I'm expecting, that US30 to go up, and in the middle, as soon as I will find an entry, I'll jump on a trade, and also I'll be posting the same one to the students who are trading with us. Okay guys, everyone please give a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also join the free Telegram channel. There is a link in the description. As you know that we do open sometime even a live YouTube trade. So any trade that we open here, if we keep running it, I will be posting all the updates, and also there is a lot of new promotions and update available on the free Telegram channel. To stay up to date, you can join. There is a link in the description area. Can find and click and join it. And also let me give you the link here on the chat so that it becomes easier for you to join the free Telegram channel. I put a link here, you can join it. Peter, thank you. Euro and ZD trade call yesterday, currently absolutely awesome. Yeah, Euro and ZD, absolutely, it was an amazing. You remember that, Peter, during the live session we talk about it. You see that Euro and ZD, it was a great move. You see that from here exactly, when this candle was forming, this is what talking about on Euro and ZD. In our second group we had a good trade on Euro and ZD. So you see that from this 20 EMA retest, and then has drastically dropped. See, I normally love to trade this kind of price action, because you see that there is already a big move happen to the upside, grab the liquidity, and from here what we saw that the price has gone against the trend. So when the price move against the trend, and from that important area of value, this is where the big move happens in the market. And the best trade you can choose is when the price move against the trend. Keep in mind, when the price move against the trend and facing an important area of value, and that is where you see that exactly from here we have seen a nice move happen on exactly from that level, a big move that really it's still bearish. Okay, Euro and ZD, you see that after this big move, a narrow doji, another move, now it's creating a narrow doji, and I think that it will continue to drop. But to enter another trade, what I need, at least one candle false breakout or a deeper retracement. I think that even it may respect this doji and could continue to drop. Okay, it is still highly bearish Euro and ZD. Yes, sir, please look at euro dollar. Yeah, absolutely. Good morning, master. Do you think this month go up more 150 USD? Yeah, look at it. No problems. Good morning, US oil, please. Absolutely, Shahnawaz. US oil, please. Ron, thank you very much. Do you place pending orders? How do you market execute when trading indexes and currencies? Blessing. Thank you very much. Amazing, amazing. That's what I want from you, all of you guys. That make profit, and then it feels that the time and effort and I'm putting is really going in a. It's worth giving. That you guys making money. I want to see that everyone is making money. That really will feel good. That because this is the main goal. When you learn trading, make money, and that's it, isn't it? It gives a big freedom in our life. Big freedom. So looking at the US oil, what do you see that US oil? Let me look at the daily. Okay, what I think that, guys, US oil is going to do is what you see that on the daily time frame, it created this resistance on the daily. If you closely look at, okay, you see that this is the daily resistance zone on US oil. Okay, now with the monthly close, what we see, the price has closed above the monthly level, and you see there is a monthly 20 EMA. Let's draw a line here as well. Okay, now looking at weekly, we see the price is in exactly on the weekly. There is a weekly high here, and this is the previous weekly resistance, just turning resistance. Looking at the daily, okay, what I think that US oil is going to do, if it is going to go up, test this daily 20 period moving average, probably even will test this high, which is the previous support here, turning resistance, and from this zone on the lower time frame we could see that US oil slowly, again creating a bearish move. So for entry, what I would say, US oil, we might see another wave of rise. Okay, or from this resistance, if we see a strong rejection, because keep in mind there are two things we need to consider when we decide which way we'll be trading or which way the market will be, is the global trend and the local trend. Now local trend for US oil is up, you see that, so this is uptrend. Okay, so when a market in a trend, you can't expect it to directly reverse, and the global trend for US oil is down. Okay, so if you see that, you see this is the global trend, that price was making series of lower high and lower low, right? And if you draw a trend line with the global trend, you see that there is a support which is turning resistance, and if you closely look at, you see that there is a gap here, there's an imbalance in this zone, and the market doesn't like imbalance. The market likes to fill that gap where there is the level. So what I'm thinking that, not what I'm thinking, like what the analysis is giving me is that US oil, you can see on the locally it is bullish, so it is likely to go up, and it needs to break the market structure, local market structure, and to merge with the global market structure, and that is where the trading comes. So global market structure is bearish, creating series of lower high and lower low, right? And from here we have seen an inverted head and shoulder created this local market structure. So what we need, that this local market structure to go up, test this level, and then break down from the local market structure. Now global is down, local is up. So once the price will break down from the local structure, then what it will do, it will merge with the global downtrend, because uptrend break down to the downtrend, turning into a downtrend. That is where the high probability trade comes, because global trend is the main thing that always we need to mind, keep trading. And even if you are trading, let's say in a 15 minutes chart, in a that even in a 1 minute chart, you'll always find a global trend and a local trend. Now let's say if you're trading on 15 minutes, the daily trend could be your global trend. If you're trading on the 4-hour, maybe weekly or daily trend could be your global trend, and the time frame that you will be entering will be a local trend. And that's how the best probably, and that is why the multi time frame comes in place. When we do the analysis, we look at the multi time frame, which is very, very important to look at to see the clear picture in the market. Okay, so thank you very much for raising this question. And that's how that I train when I started trading. But initially, that when I started trading, I didn't understand anything, trust me. When I long ago, when I started trading, I look at the chart, it looks like no sense to me. What does it mean? Should I buy or should I sell? Until I realized that the steps to be taken before I enter a trade. So what I follow the rules is, firstly, I look at the trend. Trend is very, very, very important. And then I look at area of value, where the price in relation to global and local trend, and then I enter a trade. Okay, so hopefully that, guys and girls, you are enjoying this session. Give me a good thumbs up, it's really helpful. So let's look at a candle is going to close, and we'll see in fact how the market is doing. Look, Aussie CAD, this is a very strongly bullish market now. Okay, looking at AUD and ZD, now we see that this market now trying to go up. Let me look at the daily. Aussie CHF, okay, Aussie CHF, we took this profit on the trade. It's also bullish. Aussie yen, Aussie yen, you see, this is what I was talking about, the local structure. So this is the local trend, local channel to the upside on Aussie yen. Okay, it has broken to the upside and then has come back to the support again. It's still, this channel is up, still it hasn't broken. So Aussie dollar is highly bullish. Okay, in all pairs, Aussie dollar looks very strongly bullish. Euro CHF moving in a sideway. Okay, Euro JP, so JPY looks stronger. Euro AUD looks like that strong. Okay, strongly bearish Euro AUD, and also Euro NZD very strongly bearish. I think that two pairs are very, very good for shorting, Euro NZD and Euro AUD. Euro CAD could break down. Okay, I don't think that this market will be able to have enough strength for going up. You see that this market creating a long wick candle at the top, and on the monthly close we see that Euro CAD, it may go up later, but for the time being we might see a retracement. But monthly candle is highly bullish on Euro CAD. So if you look at the monthly candle, let me close that, you see that this monthly candle has a liquidity gap at the bottom, and also it has left a wick at the top. This is a middleman. So what it could do, Euro CAD At some point we might see the prices coming to this resistance zone, testing as a support. And what I think that, let's say if I'm an investor, sometime I do what I do, even if I'm buying from here, this is a monthly candle, definitely I'm not trading that way, but I'm saying even this could be a good investment. So EuroCAD, for me, the way it has formed, highly likely it will come to this level and then will create a bullish move. Looking at the weekly price action on EuroCAD is really strongly bullish. Now what it could do, you see this weekly candle that has a long wick at the top, it might come down further here and then closed as a shooting star. Okay, if it does, then definitely I will go long, big bull on EuroCAD. And this is in fact a very strongly bullish market daily. Now this is where I was talking about that local and global. See that until daily, weekly, we see that it is bullish. Now when we are coming to the daily, the price action, you see that series of lower high. So what it might do on the daily, on the lower time frame, it will break down, grab liquidity from this zone, and then will go bullish. So if I draw this level here, let's say here for liquidity grab, the upper part of this. So if we look at the weekly, you can see that, so highly likely that EuroCAD weekly close will be here as a, like this, as a doji, and the price will break the low and then will go up. So with that keeping in mind, on the 4 hour from here, what I think that EuroCAD will break down, test this very important support zone, either will create a lower high or higher high, and then will go long. Okay, so this is where the area of value, the smart money bought from here, and that is how we analyze and find out that what level to buy for a bigger trade. Yeah, so this is the zone. Looking at euro dollar, looks like that bullish, but I need proper retracement. So all those pairs, guys, GBP AUD, the one that I talked at the beginning of the session, as you know that we are running that trade on GBP AUD. It's, yeah, GBP AUD trade we sold here. You can see 1.7798. This is the entry point that's sent to the students. Stop loss here at 1.7882 and take profit 1.7675, which is running more than 50%, 70% profit in all our accounts. So this is what is GBP AUD. It looks like that it will drop. This is what expected. And the reason I opened this trade, guys, you see this middleman is such a powerful trading strategy that we have. And if you turn on our TF indicator, you see that this indicator will give you a clear buy and sell signals when it satisfies our TF strategy. If you want to have access all of them, you can have you can join us. There is a link in the description area. If you join our lifetime member, you can have all of them trading with us, learning our strategies, and also be part of a training community that is amazing. Every trader here you see on, even in the live streaming, they interact, and I also learn a lot of things from them, being honest. Some great traders out there. Some of them post trade signals very frequently. I really, sometimes I look at all of them, how they analyze the market. They are very talented. So if, being honest, see, if you want to be a successful trader, you need an environment where you need to interact with the people who are like-minded. It's very important to be successful, not only in trading, in anything. See, if you want to pass a degree, you need to go to the university. Why this university is important? You can do, or study from home, but it will be very different when you go to the university, because it will speed up your earning knowledge is more than 80% when you are learning at home alone. It's the universal truth, because knowledge is transferable. You can give knowledge from one to the other. Information is transferable. So Yeah, that's the thing, that's why this academy is created, for the best trading education in the world. You'll not find anything like that. So I'll invite you to join and look at us. So with that said, guys, I'm almost at the end of this session. It was a great time, and today, as you know, the news is coming. If we find any trade before live stream, after live stream, during the live streaming, I'll jump on a trade. So yeah, let's see what happened. There is a news, and we'll cover this news also in our live session. So make sure you subscribe and press that bell button so that you don't miss out any of the content. With that in mind, thank you very much for joining this live session. I'm a trading coach. I'll be back soon to see you in this market.